ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ today is by Guru Nanak Dev Ji on Ang 730 of Guru Granth Sahib Ji in Rag SOOHEE ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ SOOHEE ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਕੌਣ ਤਰਾਜੀ ਕਵਣ ਤੁਲਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਵਣ ਸਰਾਫ ਬੁਲਾਵਾ ਕੌਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿ ਪਹਿ ਦੀਖਿਆ ਲੇਵਾ ਕਹਿ ਪਹਿ ਮੁੱਲ ਕਰਾਵਾ ਕੌਣ ਤਰਾਜੀ ਕਵਣ ਤੁਲਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਵਣ ਸਰਾਫ ਬੁਲਾਵਾ ਕੌਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਹਿ ਪਹਿ ਦੀਖਿਆ ਲੇਵਾ ਕਹਿ ਪਹਿ ਮੁੱਲ ਕਰਾਵਾ Satguru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is blessing us in SOOHEE Rag, SOOHEE Mahalla Pehla. The Shabad, as the Hukam today, those Gursikhs who read Gurbani daily, they will know that this Shabad also comes in the Shabad Hazare Bani. Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj begins, Kaun Taraji Kavan Tula Tera Kavan Saraf Bulava. Kaun Taraji, what is the scale? Kavan Tula, what are the weights? Tera Kavan Saraf Bulava. Who can I bulava? Who can I call? Who can be a saraf? Saraf means a jeweler, a goldsmith, or someone who knows the value of things. Who can I call who knows your value? Who can I call who is a jeweler who can recognize the jewel? Kaun Guru? Who is the Guru? Kya peh dikhya leva? Who should I go to take leva? Dikhya means initiation. Kya peh mull karawa? Who can I go to find the mull, the value? Then Guru Nanak Sahib Ji Maharaj says, Mere Lal Jiyo, Tera ant na jana. Oh my beloved, Lal Jiyo, oh my beloved, Tera ant na jana. I cannot find your ant, your limits. You are limitless. Tu jal thal MEHL bharpur leena. You are pervading through the water, the land and the skies. Bharpur in all of them. Tu ape sarb samana. You are samana, pervading through sarb, through everything. Rahao, pause and think about this. Now the questions which are asked at the beginning of the Shabad, Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj then addresses them. These are the questions of someone who is a spiritual seeker, looking for the truth. How to attain the truth, how to attain the eternal, how to attain the divine. Sometimes we ask, what is the path? This is another way of asking that. What are the scales? What are the weights? Who is the jeweler? Who is the Guru? Where should I take initiation? How will I know the value? Maharaji then answers back after the Rahao, after pausing, Manata Raji Chetatula. The mind are the scales, and the purification of the mind, that is the scales which you will use on this path of spirituality. Chetatula. Within your consciousness, always contemplating Akal Purakh Vaheguru, that is the weights to weigh down the scales of the mind. Teri sev saraf kamawa. Now who is the jeweler? Who is the one who knows the value? How is it possible to meet this saraf? Guruji says, Teri sev saraf kamawa. Serving Akal Purakh Vaheguru, that is the way of knowing the value, or appreciating the value is a better word which we can use. Make your minds into a scale. Make the purification of your mind the scales of spirituality. Weigh yourself down with remembrance, contemplative remembrance upon the divine. And how will you find Akal Purakh Ji's value, or how will you appreciate Akal Purakh? Remember, Guru Sahib Ji said you're limitless. So it's more about an appreciation of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. How does that come? By serving. through seva. Kat hi pitar so soh toli. Now there's one question which Guruji asks, who is the Guru who I should take initiation from? And many scholars have translated without actually referring back to that question. But Sant Gurbachan Singh in his katha, his oral exegesis of this Shabad, he says Guru Nanak Sahib Ji is telling us here, Kat hi pitar so soho. The Guru is the one who tells you that Soho, that husband Lord, that Vaheguru, that divine, that eternity which you are looking for is Kat hi pitar, is within your heart. The one who tells you that is the Guru. Like Guru Nanak Dev Ji says in Japji Sahib, and Kavi Pai Santokh Singh Ji translates this in his Garb Ganjani Tika, the translation of Japji Sahib. When we read every day, Sabna Jiya Ka Ek Data So Main Visar Na Jai. Sabna Jiya Ka Ek Data. There is one giver who gives to all life forms. So Main Visar Na Jai. That Vaheguru, that eternal one, that is my true identity. Not Mr. Singh or Mrs. Kaur or Mrs. Smith or whatever other name you want to give to these bodies and thoughts and whatever. No. The true identity, what you really are, is that eternal light. So, that is what I really am. Visar na jai, do not forget this. The one who tells you this, that is the Guru. Kathi pitar so soho. And then Tolli, how do you weigh this? By contemplating that Vaheguru is within Kathi pitar. Again and again, contemplating on that instruction of the Guru, that is Tolli, that is using these scales. Remember, the purified mind is the scales, and that remembrance, ke so main visar na jai, remembering that you are not the body, you are not the mind, that is the way of weighing out upon those scales. In bid chit rahava, in this way, in this bidhi, in this way, chit rahava, your mind will become still, rahava. Appe kanda tol taraji. You yourself are that. The mark on the measuring scale is called the kanda. You are the tol, the weights. You are taraji, you are the scales. Appe tolanhara, you are the one who weighs. Meaning, everything is you, all this mind, this consciousness, everything. When you keep focusing on the method that Guru Nanak Dev Ji has given in the previous two lines, the previous two talks, then you will get to this realization. Appe dekhe, you are the one who watches all. Appe bujhe, you are the one who decides what will happen upon all. Appe havanajara, and you are the one who in the form of the spiritual seeker becomes the Vranjara, the trader. Looks for the trade of spirituality. Or we could say, Appe dekhe, you are the one who looks upon the spiritual seekers. Appe bujhe, bujhe can also mean to ask questions. You are the one who becomes a Sikh, becomes a spiritual seeker and asks questions. Appe havanjara. And you sit within those spiritual seekers and become a trader of this trade of spirituality. Andula neej jaat pardesi kin aave til jaave. Andula. Now, what is this describing, this line? This is describing the mind. The mind is blind. Neej jaat. It is of lowly birth or low caste or low class. Pardesi, it is a foreigner. Why is it blind? Because it does not recognize what it truly is. Why is it neej jaat? Why is it lowly? Because it always stays in the company of anger, greed, desire. Pardesi, why is it a foreigner? Because it does not realize where it really comes from. Kin aave til jaave. In an instant it comes, in an instant it goes. Think about your thoughts. How quickly does one thought go into another? Taki sangat nanak rahda, Dhan Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj says, it is in the company of that mind that I remain. Kyo kar mooda pave, how can a fool like me pave, merge in with Akal Purkh Vaheguru? That plea, that cry which is within each one of us, looking at our minds, that blind, Nijjat, lowly foreigner who comes and goes, looking at this, it is the plea of that spiritual seeker. O Guruji, please help me to walk upon this path of the Manataraji Chit Tulatari Sev Saraf Kamawa Kathi Peter So Sahutuli in Bid Chitrahava. Only with your grace will I be able to walk upon that path. Andula Neej Jat Paradesi Khin Ave Tel Jave Taki Sangat Nanak Rahda Kyo Kar Mooda Pave. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.